If there's one thing that entrepreneurship has taught me is particularly in the eyes of the bank, right? They don't view you as a regular 9 to 5 employee or someone that, has the typical job, right? Um, the rules work quite differently. And if you ever applied for credit as an entrepreneur or a solopreneur, however you want to term yourself, the bank always looks at how consistent you have been over a set period of time, right? They don't favor you based on you showing up today and everything looks good, right? Your bank balance is handsome, the pockets are nice and deep, anything like that. They look over a period of time. What happened last year? What happened 2 years back? If what happened in the last 6 months? Has it been consistent? Same question, right? Unfortunately, this is not about banks or entrepreneurship or anything like that, but I'm just painting a picture as to how I think more often than not we really tend to avoid consistency in the way people show up, the way people show up for us, the way we show up for them. We think that, I don't know, maybe we put so much weight and emphasis on these big gestures, right? These grand gestures, or these, certain days where that particular person showed up for you in a big way. But I think honestly, well, at least for me, I really value the consistency that is tested over a period of time. I laugh because I've had a number of instances in relationship where in a very short space of time, that particular person would express so much love, right? And if there's one thing my late father taught me is to observe, to wait, to watch. Overall, just give it time. Let it breathe. See what you need to see. Don't go hastily into things. Don't rush into things. And for me personally, I think as a person, generally speaking, your word should be your bond, and if your word changes, communicate that change accordingly, right? There's too much of a lack of congruency between how or what someone says and how that actually looks in real life. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I just felt that in my heart to just share out there. Just food for thought. I think in closing, me being a biker, right? I love bikes, the works, and I'm gonna use myself as a prime example. Our survival rests on the fact of how well we can see ahead, how well we observe everything around us, a certain level of situational awareness, a certain level of prediction, right? Not assumption, but prediction. You're looking ahead, you're scanning all the moves, you're scanning that car there, that one, all at the same time, while simultaneously handling all the power that's under you, while simultaneously watching your side mirrors at the same time, right? And that's the thing. There's not much that gets past us. There's not much, or at least that gets past me. I am relatively observant to that extent where I think the best part about it is just the fact that I'm not reactionary. I'll find out and I'll know what's what, and it's okay. I don't need to come out guns blazing and with all sorts of, I don't know, anger, hostility, malice, whichever words you want to use. But we notice a lot. We notice a lot, and I think it's probably one of the main things I really and truly admire about myself, because it's helped me avoid a lot of seemingly good situations, but had really underlying tones of hidden intentions. But yeah, let me not dive into that too much. That in and of itself, I could speak about a lot. But yeah, simply put, there's not a lot that gets past me. Just say I've been played a lot. So we know the game. We know the game. Okay, I'm back. I just thought, let me get back on track. For the most part, the main thing is, and a friend of mine once told me this, and it's never left me. And she said, when people show you who they are the first time, believe them. Believe them. I also believe that you also just need to give people enough time as well. Just don't rush into things, man. Don't rush into things. We live in a very fast-paced world, and so many things happening left, right, and center, and all of that. And I think one of the things we really fail at is to be able to just sit with ourselves, sit with our thoughts, sit and really do inventory into, not just our thoughts, our habits, our patterns, our behaviors and that sort of stuff. But sometimes that also includes the people around us, friends, family, colleagues. That's a big one. So yeah, I think I'll leave it there for the most part. But I think the main thing is, let's not forget to consistently show up for people the way they need to be showed up for. I think that's a good way to put it. Everyone is different. There is no blanket approach, and for the most part, I think a lot of people are going through a lot. Even just checking up on some of the few people around me and the conversations we've had, people are going through the most, guys. And let's be there honestly, empathetically, and just be there for people the way they need to be shown up for, right? Yeah, sorry for the long video. This is not usually how long it gets, but just needed to get something off my chest. So